So many of my favorite vocalists are releasing new music, and it is so exciting. I love seasons like this. Tyler Joseph is easily in my top 5 of favorite vocalists right now. I just love how each 21 Pilots song reinvents the way that I perceive his voice. Maybe not every song, maybe every album. They do such a good job of creating a completely different persona with each album, and his voice does that too. The only other band that I've really witnessed that as much with is Soundgarden, who Chris Cornell is also easily in my top 5 in terms of favorite vocalists. But it's not just about how they sing, it's the arranging, it's how they position their voice. They're always doing things new and embodying different characters and different moods in such an incredible range of ways.
A little Clancy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and did I also mention that their videos are all amazing? Just like the visuals in these things. Okay.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
His posture here of ambivalence and okay, defeated sort of singing. And he often does this where he'll start in one thing and then another vocal character will react to what he's laid down before. So you get this sense of like swinging, which I love.
Outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that?
I haven't heard this song before, but he's so predictable in a good way in that he draws these contrasts in his melodies and in his writing.
I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
Okay, now, a lot of you may be saying, or at least thinking like, oh, what's the auto-tune? Oh, that's so... It doesn't bother me with Tyler Joseph. Why? Because of what I said earlier. He is embodying these different characters with his voice. It's not like the whole track is this, ratcheted down, lifeless, tuned thing. Nor does it ever sound like he uses it to cheat or to crutch to something he can't do with his voice. He's using it as an obvious aspect of this character's portrayal of himself. It's in that guy. Not there. And then we've got a whole other different tapestry of layers happening with the ooze. Like the vocal production in 21 Pilots songs are just, it's always off the charts. I used to that, oh, there's no vibrato. This is a beautiful mixed voice. It is shrouded in production. It is subtle. He is not an obvious vocalist. He thrives on subtlety. That's a very difficult mixed posture to make. Summation. So many different postures. And then there's a little bit of aggression there, and there's the whispering around it. think there's even a little bit of distortion on 2. Yeah, it sounds so light, but he's arced that. That. It's not just this flatlined dynamic either. It's a mix. It's a light mix, then it's a compressed heavier. Little bit of pulled chest in there. Beautiful. Yeah, nice. I want to hear that whole sequence. Whoa. See, that kind of pitch manipulation and correction, even on rap, bothers me like crazy in other artists sometimes, because it's not surrounded with all these other theatrical, musical, emotionally connected statements. I think that's another thing that I like about Tyler Joseph and 21 Pilots is, maybe given some of the interviews that I've seen, but also how he performs live and how he projects himself on the albums. There's this sense that he's being himself. He's being multiple versions of himself and expressing himself in different ways, but there's an authenticity to this artist that I trust it. I can't say that I feel that way about some other artists, and I wonder if that's why, he can use ratcheted down auto-tuned rap sections, and I'm like, oh, cool! At least partially why, and why another artist does, and I get annoyed. Really doesn't matter if I'm annoyed. I'm more trying to introspect on why I love this, even though it's similar in certain ways to other things that I don't like. Not to say that my opinion matters at all. It's more just questioning my motives for what I'm thinking. Compression. The windows, yeah! This is a tone that comes about by starting with a light mixed voice. The windows, head voice. The windows, cry it. The windows, place it back. Then lift something heavy to the point where you feel like your voice starts to fall apart. The windows. And then compress just a little bit more into it on the head voice side. Don't try to pull your chest up to that note. The windows, yeah! And you get this nice, sizzly, almost head voice sounding voice. You can hear that sort of head voice down approach right here. That's why it's so light and so aggressive at the same time. This is a wonderful sound. I'm noticing, listening in headphones, I hope you are too, that we have this call and answer thing here, and then it's clearly not done in one take. He's passing himself off to two different versions of himself. So we hear this panning that's happening. It's a subtle panning, but they're not both in the center. Learning how to use your voice in connected and freeing ways, like we hear Tyler doing, is not easy. It's actually quite difficult, especially because the bent is to think about pursuing singing as notes and being good at singing notes. But it's actually not that at all. It's about learning to be connected to how you feel, both physically and emotionally, and finding ways to express this authentically. If you would like help doing that, not hitting notes, although you'll hit notes way better, click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free singing course. I will help you in a roundabout yet very simple way. Find things with your voice you never knew were even there. How the voice is cut up and used with delay to complement the rhythmic figures that the drummer's doing, that is just mint. Wonderful arranging. What a treat. What a treat to the eyes and ears. Oh, I gotta hear that transition again. Really does make you feel like you're floating. Not even just from what I'm seeing on the screen.
I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. Necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
That was awesome. Just that reaches into the camera. Perfectly aligned visions with the video and the audio. Just so cool. And again, subtle, not a big deal. They have so much of that.
This time, I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
And how that note keeps being sustained, like one will keep going, and then there's a layer over here, and it's
how'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
I like that they've also left the auto-tune, the pitch correction, whether they're using Melodyne, I don't know. But it comes in very obviously in certain places, but then lets him ease into notes without the ultimate control of the pitch correction. They've done a really good job of not just sort of blatantly and mindlessly ratcheting it down, but letting the expression of his voice happen and then using the various tuned parts as an obvious effect. Bring Me the Horizon's done this a couple times too, which I think is pretty cool. It shows care in your creativity. They're all tools. It's just how you use them. Are they being used to create connection, or are they being used to create perfection? If you're using them to create perfection, you're probably not going to get connection. You're probably not going to get perfection either. That's the note. That's so cool.
I used to sing, it felt so real, but now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you a contract. I promised you a contract.
What are these words?
It felt so real.
I used to sing, it felt so real.
But now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you.
Now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you a contract. I mean, what it sounds like, I don't have any context for this. He used to make music and sing for the sake of singing and for pure enjoyment, but now he's doing it out of obligation. I'm just feeling that. Just take it away. I don't. Certainly doesn't seem like it. See, this all seems very inspired.
A contract. I promised you a contract.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Another absolutely incredible masterpiece by 21 Pilots. I love this band. I love Tyler Joseph's writing. I love his singing. I love how everything leaves me in a state of contemplation, self-examination, and the music. I mean, yeah, I really do think he's one of my favorite writers and vocalists of all time. And he's had such longevity relative to so many other artists too. Thank you, Tyler, for continuing to put out incredible, inspired work. Again, if you would like help pulling from your inspirations and learning how to use your voice in new and freeing ways, click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free voice course. And if you'd like to see more analysis of Tyler Joseph and 21 Pilots, specifically in the area of Tyler Joseph's screams, check out this video.